Konami is a huge corporation in Japan that has its fingers in many different pots: fitness, animation, music, gambling, and more. But around the world, the company is no doubt best known for its long history of producing some of the best video games ever made. Bring up the word Konami with anyone who was into gaming 20 years ago, 30 years ago, hell, even 40 years ago, and they'll probably be able to recall fond memories of their arcade and console offerings. With that said, however, Konami is also a word that draws a lot of ire with modern gaming enthusiasts, thanks to a slew of unpopular business decisions as well as many not-so-standard business practices from the past coming into light in recent years. Whatever the case, Konami still means a lot to many people of all ages, and especially to me, since despite it all, they're still my favorite gaming company. That's why I was really interested in finding a physical copy of a PS1 demo they put out years ago called the Konami Best Collection, Fuyu 96 to Haru 97, or the winter of 1996 to the spring of 1997. This disc was distributed to game retailers at the time to promote their new and upcoming PS1 titles and was never intended to be taken home with the average consumer. So like the Demo PlayStation discs I talked about in episode 3 of Demoing Demos, it's a pretty rare collector's item today. The games featured are the tactical RPG Vandal Hearts, soccer title Winning 1197, 3D fighting game Lightning Legend, horse training and race sim Breeding Stud, 2D action platformer Dracula X Nocturne in the Moonlight, aka Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and Parowars series themed strategy game Parowars. A few of these are among my all-time favorite games, so I was really excited to explore the contents of this disc, possibly seeing or getting to play some early gameplay builds and then sharing it with you in this video, but unfortunately, I just can't. I'm sorry. Oh, it's not because I don't want to, it's because all that's contained in this disc is a roughly 12-minute series of promotional videos that runs on a loop, something a store worker would just pop into the PS1 kiosk and let play all day. A disappointment, sure, but it's still a pretty neat piece of not-for-sale gaming memorabilia for PS1 or Konami fans. Instead of breaking down the videos and simply talking about what you're looking at, which would be kind of dumb, I decided to just let you see the entirety of the videos for yourself raw, but with all the marketing blurbs translated. So if you're into that kind of thing, enjoy the trip back to some random video game store in Japan in the late 90s.
With the sound, feel the love, with the fire, with the fire, with the fire, with the fire.
血を焦がしてく太陽に涙が乾き尽くされてもあなたの微笑みは蜃気楼人は求めずにいられない
And that's the Konami Best Collection demo for the winter of 96 to the spring of 97. I hope my translations, well, translated well, and you could get the gist of how these games were being marketed at the time. Maybe someday I'll get a chance to talk about some cool playable demos for a few of the titles shown here, but until then, at least I have a nice piece of obscure gaming history to add to my growing collection of Japanese demo discs. Thank you for watching episode 4 of Demoing Demos. For more coverage of some rare and interesting trial discs, check out the first 3 episodes of this series if you haven't already. And I hope you'll stick around for the next episode. It should be a bit more meaty than this one. I'm Jimmy Hapa. Take care.